What is up, YouTube? Mars here, bringing you guys the news in a flash. Let's get right into it. Intel has announced that they will be bringing their new Intel Core i9-8950HK processor to laptops, which means that not only are we going to have a bunch of new laptops able to reach speeds of 4.8 gigahertz with turbo boost, but we'll also have laptops that have 6 cores with 12 threads that leaves a 41% improvement for gaming and 59% increase in 4K video editing. It is always a blast seeing where technology is going and how powerful it's getting. What's also a blast is seeing the price tags for these damn things, because you know it's going to be through the damn roof. Yeah, I really wish I could afford this thing, but the one good thing about it is that when they release these, they usually start dropping prices for like the i7 laptops. So that'll be nice to see if I can score a sale in there. But anyways, if you guys are interested in learning more, the links will be down below. Let's move on to something that I'm actually really excited to hear. Blizzard has revealed that they actually are releasing new content for the new Uprising event that's coming next week. It's called Retribution, and it will feature a Black Watch mission featuring Gabriel, aka Reaper, McCree, Genji, and Moira, who is actually getting a new skin that actually looks good. She doesn't look like a fashion show dumpster fire with it on. Anyways, if you guys are interested in checking out the trailer, it will be down below. We finally got a release date on the new Marvel Spider-Man game, which is being developed by Insomniac Games for the PlayStation 4. The release date is set for September 7th, and a couple of other details have also been revealed, including the box art, the special editions, which includes an awesome $150 collector edition. Check those out below. Ubisoft has decided to take up the honorable mantle of the toxic police. They have announced that they are going to start tracking toxic behavior by players, particularly in chat monitoring in Rainbow Six Siege, and they say any language or content deemed illegal, dangerous, threatening, abusive, obscene, vulgar, defamatory, hateful, racist, sexist, ethically offensive, or constituting harassment is forbidden. And this could land you a suspension of a 2-day, 7-day, 15-day, or even a permaban. Okay. Right off the bat, I've said this before, and I will state it again. I do not like companies getting involved with these kinds of things. I prefer that they give the community the tools that they need to sort the good players out from the bad. Now, to be completely fair, they did mention that they are bringing in chat muting, but the fact that this isn't already in the game is laughable. Like, Call of Duty has been showing us this for years now, that the toxicity that flows through those games and their players is easily avoidable by just muting players. Like, you don't have to deal with it if you just mute them. It's as simple as that. You don't have to talk to the other players, you don't have to interact with them, and you can pretty much avoid all toxicity. It's as simple as that. But no, they feel that the Ubisoft wants to be the toxic police. They want to feel like a police officer one day. You know what? You know, it's a great way of removing most of the toxicity in your game, and it's something that you guys have actively decided to put into your game, but then fail to realize that if you give somebody that power, they're going to abuse it. The fact that you have team killing in your game, I understand the crucial part of it and working as a team, but the fact that you have it in regular rotation, there is going to be toxicity around that, especially as your game gets bigger and bigger in popularity. That's not going to go away. I also know that there is a code of conduct, but still, this isn't a playpen. Most of us are adults. We don't need Ubisoft supervising us. They should be instead giving us the tools to distance ourselves from these toxic players. Blizzard is doing a great job of this right now with Overwatch, with its whole avoid player feature that they just implemented. There's no reason that this can't be applied to this game effectively, both from players who use toxic language to team killers. Plus, saying that players are forbidden to use ethically offensive language, you're talking about morally offensive subjects, and at that point, that is ultimately subjective, and who at Ubisoft is qualified enough to decide that? Who gets to decide what is or isn't ethically offensive in a rated M game? That is a pretty Orwellian term to be just throwing around. Ethically offensive. And this is exactly why I don't like companies getting involved with dealing with toxic players instead of trusting the community to weed them out and then putting these toxic players in rotations with other toxic players, as other games do, as it should be. Ubisoft, trust your community. They can handle the situation themselves. They are adults. I don't know, though. Something I am really excited to hear, though, is Bleeding Through is actually back again, and they're dropping a new album called Love Will Kill All on May 25th through Sharptone Records. For those of you who don't know, back in 2012, they dropped their last album, The Great Fire, I think, and then 2014, the band announced that they are calling it quits. Now, 4 years later, they are officially back, and on top of that, they also dropped a new song called Set Me Free. Check that out below. Definitely a great song. I really enjoyed it. Coheed and Cambria has announced that they have signed to Roadrunner Records, and they are actually teasing a new album. I'm actually really excited about this. I fell in love with this band with the Afterman series, so I'm really excited to see what this new album's about. Upon a Burning Body has announced they are heading on a new tour with Volumes, with support from the White Noise and Convictions. The dates for this kick off in May and then run through June. Check out those down below. Now time for things that are awesome. We got a new 30-minute gameplay trailer for Dark Souls Remastered, which is coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and of course PC on May 25th. Now for PS4 and Xbox One users, they are going to be able to utilize the 4K resolution and 60 frames per second. And we also got the specs for the Nintendo Switch, which of course are going to be downgraded a bit to 1080p at 30 frames per second standard when docked. But you'll also have to take into consideration that you can actually take this on the go with you. Check out the trailer down below if you guys are interested. And one of the best game series on the original PlayStation, Spyro the Dragon, is finally making a long-awaited comeback, with all 3 titles being fully remastered with beautiful new fidelity and new improvements like analog stick camera control, autosaves, and more fast travel options. Let me just tell you right now, it looks amazing. Like what they did with Crash Bandicoot, it seems like what they're doing with this series, and it just looks amazing. I am very happy to see that this is finally being announced. I'm a little bummed that it's not a new Spyro game, but I am very happy to see that this is being announced. Spyro Reignited, which is the title of the game, is set to be released on September 21st for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and is also being rumored to be coming out for the Nintendo Switch, but for right now, that is just a rumor. Check out the trailer below if you guys are interested. And finally, we got a new music video from Gavin Dance for their new song, Midnight Crusade. We got a new song from Breaking Benjamin called Save Yourself, which at this point, Breaking Benjamin has pretty much released every song off their new album. Still an awesome song to what is becoming one of my favorite albums of 2018 so far. Shinedown has put out a new music video for their new song, Human Radio, which is off their upcoming album, Attention Attention. 68, which of course features members of the former band The Chariot, has released a new music video, Without Any Words. Stone Sour has put out a new music video, Saint Marie, and Sevendust has released a new music video as well, not original. Be sure to check out all of those down below in the links. You can find them all down there. And thank you all for joining me for this episode. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you want more, share if you want to help the channel, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Mars out. But first, before we go, I do want to mention that I will be doing a live stream right after this is uploaded. So if you guys want to come join me, I will leave a link for the Twitch down below. Come join me, come say hi, come ask questions. You are all welcome to. With that being said, I will see you on the next one.